Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back into the Ill-Advised podcast. Tonight we're going to talk about getting our eyebrows waxed, which I can't wait. What would you do if you couldn't pay at a restaurant? And the best the best way to dump somebody. How would you do it? The only way to do it is to tune in. We are ill-advised. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back into the Ill-Advised podcast. I am the Gabe. To my right is Chris. To my left, knocking shit out, is Jared. Back there producing shit is Anthony. I am excited for tonight.
Yeah!
Tonight's going to be fun. The first thing that I want to talk about is I want to talk about getting some fucking eyebrows waxed. I can't wait to do that.
You sound absolutely sarcastic.
No, I'm really not. I want to.
Seriously?
Yeah, I want to. Like, it looks fun. It looks like it hurts. But I don't know. Y'all kind of got me all hyped up about it.
How can something that looks like it hurts be fun?
So we talked about it a little bit briefly, and I think now we're going to talk about it more. But just in general, why are we going to wax our eyebrows?
That's a great question.
I mean,
y'all started it.
Well, no, we talked about why
I forgot.
women do the whole thing. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We kind of beefed around a little bit about it, but women nowadays have got this trend.
Yeah, it's like some are really thin, some are really thick, some of them have squared shapes, some of them are it's weird. How much shit can you do with an eyebrow?
I don't know where the hell it changed, but I feel overnight, women in general were just drawing the line out. They had a little pencil, and then the next day someone just threw a Sharpie marker at their face, and it just became somebody burned out on their eyes.
Yeah.
Usually your school clerk or something like that.
Yeah.
They always looked constantly surprised.
Hey.
What?
Laurent on.
Go ahead. I'm trying to think of that name, but go ahead.
Speaking of drawing on your eyebrows, remember back in high school, I thought it'd be cool to cut a strip out of each eyebrow.
Yeah.
And it ended up getting a lot bigger than I thought. So
hold on, what? The strip?
The strip. So what I did.
How did it keep getting bigger after you cut it once?
but before school, I don't know if any of y'all remember this.
No.
But I used to before school, I would take a Sharpie and I would sit in my fucking mirror before school and I would color in my eyebrows.
Why?
I don't know. Y'all never knew that.
No, we didn't.
We didn't need to know that.
I'm more concerned about why you kept losing hair after the one cut.
Because I kept cutting.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I kind of feel like there was just a woman around somewhere that was just looking for the opportunity to use the word fleek. And this whole eyebrow trend started.
Okay, Mr. Producer, what is the name of that real famous drawing? It's the lady that has the really thick unibrow. It's a
famous drawing of a lady with a unibrow.
Yeah. Just type in.
Yeah, Google that shit.
Type
See
in
what pops
lady
up.
with unibrow. So while he's looking that up, it's a real famous I don't want to say she's a Spanish lady. But I don't remember her name. It's a real
Frida Kahlo.
Frida.
Yeah,
yes.
Frida.
Okay, so we're gonna cue in a picture of this chick. We'll cue it in right now.
It's Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, but this chick is the OG of the eyebrow, and I'm talking from one end to the other, it looks like a black moat of fury. I mean,
black moat of fury.
Think of the thickest.
Never in the history of eyebrows have they been described as a black moat of fury.
I mean, this thing it could host. It looks like a blacktop for a 8 mile, an eighth of a mile drag race.
Holy shit!
No,
that's real.
That's not real.
That is ridiculous.
Okay, you're gonna have to cue that picture in. So say that picture. Just cue that in right now.
She looks like the chick from Dodgeball.
So, hey, Anthony, can you like save that and like that way we can like people can see what?
No way.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, that's they gotta check that out.
That's
So
real.
anyways,
That's a real person.
So that's what I'm saying. I think that's kind of how we got on the whole topic about eyebrow waxing, right? So like I don't know what it is. That before it was like really thin. Now it's like how thick can you get it?
How thick can you get it?
I don't know. I mean, what do y'all think about it?
That's what she said.
I mean, from what I understand, we've discussed a little field trip
Yeah. So
that I'm not.
I mean,
Very excited
Gabe
about.
was talking about it because I don't know how or why. Anyways, it takes some trimming, it takes some cleaning up there. So we got on the talk about the topic of how bad ours were looking, and mine's pretty haggard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just not a waxer. Like, they're going to be pulling hair out of our body.
Well, a lot of hair at one time.
Oh,
Really
that's
fast.
better. That's better.
Well, it's not a little bit at a time. I used to pluck my eyebrows. That's a pain in the ass. Think about it. I'll let that soak in there.
Ow.
And y'all are wondering why I pluck my eyebrows, right?
That makes me want to sneeze thinking about it.
What does?
Plucking your eyebrows. It's-
Okay, well,
Sneeze?
Yeah, it's like.
so
I don't
so
know,
are we
weird.
gonna do that?
Is Gabe gonna be sneezing on you guys? Is he getting his eyebrows waxed?
He already coughed something.
Why do you sneeze when someone plucks your eyebrows?
Well, no, I don't. It's just like that sensation, like it gives you like that tingling in your nose and makes you want to
Maybe if
sneeze.
you're plucking your nose hairs, I can.
That's
see
your nose. What are you?
Yeah, but sometimes the eye too. And there's like this spot up here somewhere. Like if you touch it and rub
your
it,
forehead.
it makes you sneeze.
What?
No, there's like this weird spot up here. I can,
Did you guys not know this? It's everywhere. I mean,
Do you have a soft spot still?
Except this is the front of his head.
Well, no, 'cause I noticed it one time because like this chick was like rubbing my head and like one hand and then up in this one spot up here. Every time she touched it, I was like, I'd sneeze.
Was she grabbing some weeds in her garden the day before?
No, it was just like there's this spot up in my head that makes me sneeze.
there was no bud she was messing with.
It's
that
like a
causing you to-
button. It's like the sneeze button.
It's like a nose. It's like a track door for the nose. What?
I've learned more about you that I did not want to know
So
than I have ever known on this episode.
So why don't we just do that? Let's make it official. We're gonna make it an official date. We have a friend that can hook that up for us.
Sure.
Okay,
I'm down. Let's do it.
you down?
I'm down to get my shit waxed.
We're talking about our eyebrows.
Just eyebrows. It's
Yeah,
all
just
above the waist.
That's
bro.
what I meant. Like,
Okay.
get my shit waxed.
not the forehead though, because you
my shit.
sneeze.
It's his chakra,
We
all
should
right?
wax his entire head.
I don't know. If
I don't want
to.
to. I don't have money for that. It's costing $10 a brow. How much do you think this is gonna cost?
I don't know.
I
a lot
would
of
do it for
wax.
free.
If you do it for free, I'll do it.
Hey, usually the first time you go, they give you a discount.
You for real?
Usually, yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna promise anything, but I think we need to set it up. We'll get it set up, and you know what? You can actually watch the full video. I think we're gonna go all out on this, and
Yeah.
we'll put it on. We'll put it on our YouTube channel, and
Stoked.
Maybe
some really
the
fun
Patreon.
clips for the Patreon.
Oh yeah, you can do the like behind the scenes for it. Watch you guys actually get each individual hair ripped.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
It's gonna be great.
All right, so once you guys actually get yourself all dolled up, you know, get your eyebrows done and stuff. Let's say you take the lovely lady out. You know, you go to enjoy yourself and you get something to eat, and you realized you can't pay. What would you do in that situation? You're like, oh shit, my wallet's gone. You look at her like, hey, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but I got to. You got your wallet on you. She's like, come on, you're the dude. You're supposed to pay. I got nothing on me. You're like, screwed.
Okay,
Legitimate.
So I'm gonna let Jared go first.
Awesome.
I feel like this is happening.
You think he has the most experience in this? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's probably Gabe.
Definitely Gabe.
I'm just interested to see what Jared's gonna say.
Gabe's not even going to be able to pay for his waxing. Wow.
I call it
That's,
the oh shit moment, the ultimate oh shit moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of a predicament because you obviously don't want to look like less of a man in front of your girl.
I don't even know how you would even come up with an excuse.
Here's what you do.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Okay. Waiter comes up to the table, says, hey, your credit card has been declined. You say it's a mistake, run it again. Of course. That's your first move. They go run it again. Gets declined again.
That's when you leave.
That's when you
Gabe's like step 2.
I did that for Raising Cane's today.
I mean, he's not wrong. You punch the waiter in the face as hard as you can from like a sitting down position. And then you grab your girl's hand and you run off into the sunset like Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah.
Well, no. Because A, that's illegal, and B, it's stupid. No, I'm just joking. What kind of restaurant first, though? I think that's an important.
Okay,
question.
but hold on. In this scenario, where we're going with the fact that you have your card, not that you've lost your wallet.
You just broke.
Yeah, just broke.
Yeah, you
I
did
thought that's
broke.
what we were going on.
You didn't do due diligence and check your phone and check
Well,
your
I'm
balance.
kind of curious on both. Like, if you were to realize, oh shit, you forgot your wallet, or if you're broke.
Well, I think, okay, if you're broke, that's going to have a big effect on which restaurant. Like, if you already know, if you already know that you're going to run that card and you're going to have an escape plan.
Well, that's assuming that you went with the intentions of not paying. I think the shock value is
Right.
you thought you could and didn't know.
Okay. Well, if you go with the intentions of not paying, you're going to want to go to an IHOP or a Denny's. I just feel like
Legit.
they're more accustomed to people just bouncing on the check.
Especially if
I
it's
don't
the
know
middle of the
why.
night, like after the club's end.
Yep.
Yeah. Or a Whataburger maybe.
They're probably going to
I just feel like, well, I guess Whataburger you have to pay
Yeah,
first.
you gotta pay first.
Yeah. I just feel like those restaurants are more accustomed to people just bouncing on the check. But if you just realize that you forgot your wallet, maybe took her out to a nice restaurant, I think that's when you mutually agree that you both need to go to the restroom and freshen up and just dip out the window.
Where the hell?
Say,
what
I'll
nice
meet you at the
restaurant?
car.
I'd be like, I need to redo the meter outside. We gotta go put some more change in the meter. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't want to make a big scene in like a nice restaurant like IHOP. Yeah, just knock someone out and walk out. What?
Christ.
The Red
I mean,
Lobster?
you gotta have some
But
class.
you know
when
what,
you do
though? A
this.
lot of those places have cops on standby, and I bet you $5 that's why.
Who?
Like IHOPs. Whataburgers, they'll have. I've seen cops park outside Whataburger. Well, that's because our Whataburger's right next to a little club.
Yeah.
So, Gabe, you want to go? You want me to go?
I'll go ahead and go.
Go for it.
I was, well, no, I was kind of like going along this like the same lines of like Jared, like maybe like just like dipping out, but I don't know if I would want to get in trouble. You know, I wouldn't want to embarrass myself in front of a woman.
Well, that's already going to happen because you don't have any money. So what are you going to tell
Yeah,
them?
here's the thing. Like, if you're just like, okay, I'll wash dishes, and then you go back and you wash dishes,
Dude,
you're going to be back there for an hour and a half working off your meal. You're going to come back. The waiter's going to be macking up your girl over in the corner of the booth,
That's true.
making out with her
Damn.
because she don't respect you, dog.
Yeah.
Because you're in the kitchen washing dishes.
And then-
And I ain't got
Like
no
a little
money.
bitch.
And when you come back, the guy's like, "Hey, I'll give you a tip for your hard work. Here's the exact amount for the meal that you couldn't pay for." Ooh, damn.
That'd be pretty good.
And then walks out with your girl.
That'd be fucked.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you get a picture of them out to eat the next day at a restaurant he could afford. Ooh, damn. I don't
In your
know.
face.
So basically, he just ends up.
It's a proven fact. Girls like violence.
Yeah.
So when the last time this happened to you, what'd you do?
You believe it or not, it hasn't happened to me yet.
Because I don't walk in the restaurant like that, flat out. I didn't. So okay, so this is if you want to go ahead and go, I'll go.
You go ahead.
Okay, so I think there's two things that you can do. The first thing that you can do is you can, assuming that you can't afford it, and let's say you know you can't afford it, the first thing you do is you go straight to plan A. You did it on purpose. The whole time you knew you couldn't afford it, and you're putting them on the spot. And this is how you're going to put them on the spot. You're going to sit there and say, you're going to be like, "Hey, I need to speak to your manager right now." Then you're going to get the manager, and the manager's going to come out there, and they're going to say, "Listen, this is a social experiment, and the social experiment is how you're going to react to a Hispanic who can't afford a meal, and if you say no, you're racist." What are you going to say? "I got me a free meal, and I got it paid for."
Okay, here's the deal. That works for you. You can pull the race card. I can't.
Okay, this is what you say.
What am I going to say?
This is
I'm
what you say.
white.
This is what you say. This is what you say. You ready? You ready? You're first you're gonna invite some guy that's sitting, another man that's sitting in there, and then you're gonna bring them in there, and then you're gonna have him sit down, and you're gonna say, "I need to speak to your manager," and the manager's gonna come and be like, "My husband and I are conducting a social experiment, and if you don't allow me to have," and then you pull the other minority card, homosexual.
So what about your date that's sitting right beside you and
No,
your
no,
new
no,
husband?
that's your best friend from school that everybody thought y'all would fall in love with, but y'all were best friends because you make the best gay best friend ever to any female.
I think I've been in that situation once.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm telling you, the whole premise of this. Are you serious?
I don't know.
The whole premise of this
I think
was,
Gabe just
how
came
am I-
out.
how am I going to get out of a dinner? And that's how I would get out of a dinner. The second thing you could do, besides pulling the race card, which I think is probably not the best thing I should have thought of doing, is you and your girl, if you're comfortable enough to admit, hey, I'm broke, we went to this awesome meal and we can't afford it, the both of y'all on command puke all over the table, or start to puke and say you had food poisoning and I need my meal comped and the next meal that I'm gonna eat here when I'm not sick.
That would be gross.
Yeah, but you get out of hate.
Oh.
I mean, thinking about it, probably the best way, like, to fake, not really, I guess, to fake being sick, but then there goes all the food you just ate.
Well, act like you gag and upchuck a little bit of your tea.
Just take that one.
Just a little bit, just to make yourself feel like you guys are about to puke. But you're
Bold assumption to think I'm drinking tea. Because if I'm going for broke, like if I know that I can't afford it, I'm ordering like the most expensive drinks on the menu. Like, give me a Shirley Temple.
You know what you could do? You could say, once again, this is a social experiment, and how you as a manager are going to react to somebody who can't afford their meal. And we want to play this out. What are you going to do for a couple who said they can't afford their meal? Social experiment. In this day and age, with the corona,
I'm wondering, like,
guilt trip them.
what is the method? Like,
Okay.
what do they even do to you if you can't? Like, because they can't put it on your credit. Like, they can't run like a line of credit for you.
I think what they would do is they would probably get your name and information. They'd probably bar you.
Yeah.
Or what you could do is you could say, hey, you come in there with a fake yet baller looking watch and say, listen, my watch, here's my ring, and you know what? Here's a fake ID. They think it's real. Clearly, I'm going to come back for it. I'll be back once I get my money, and then just bounce because none of that stuff was real and was worth.
like when the watch falls, it's all plastic sounding. It's like.
But I feel like the process of getting a fake ID, a watch, a ring, and all this baller wallet shit would just like outweigh a free meal.
Well, you're going for broke though, bro. So you're hitting up the Chinese buffet. You're gonna get or Golden Corral breakfast going into lunch, like you talked about that one time.
Okay.
So go for broke, bro. You're gonna get the most you can out of it.
Okay.
But
Just say go to Golden Corral for breakfast and don't leave till lunch.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
One of the other episodes he talked about that. You hit up the
I
breakfast.
know we've talked about
And
this.
I think it was
Yeah, you go about 10:30, 11 o'clock. You eat your breakfast, and they start bringing out the lunch. Game over.
Are you sweeping the floor down there?
You spend the whole day there. Maybe. Maybe it's none of your GD business.
Okay. So I'm done with that one.
Oh, so I'm sorry. So Gabe's. So what were the? Let's summarize it back up.
Oh, we're gonna do that.
I'm gonna apply social guilt until I get my meal for free.
Okay,
Basically.
okay.
That's how mine
I'm going to get screwed.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use violence to get what I want.
All right, folks. You heard it here first. These are the 3 best methods.
That's how you're gonna dip out. That's how you're gonna do it. That's how you're gonna do it.
You asked. I mean, it's your fault.
You know what you could intermingle into that if you were to actually have to dine and dash in a place. Could you imagine that in the process of doing that, you dumped the person you're dating at that very moment? Could you?
So
That would actually make dining and dashing a lot easier. Because then you just go to the bathroom and you dip out. And you leave them there.
Damn.
I never thought about that one.
Yeah,
Could you say maybe that'd be one of the best ways to dump somebody? With that being said, what would you guys say would be? That was my best way, I think, to dump
What was
somebody.
that
Is
really
just to
sad
dash.
song from Donnie Darko? Something, 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 something.
Yeah.
Lonely
Something, yeah. That would be Gabe's girlfriend just sitting there.
Mad World.
Yeah, it's Mad
Mad
World.
World.
Mhm.
And just sitting there by herself with a panning out, and she gets stuck with the bill. And Gabe's on the fucking highway, going to the next restaurant.
Picking up his next date.
I got my lunch date and my breakfast date. Okay, so sorry.
The best way to dump? Is there a good way to dump somebody?
This is an interesting question because I mean
like what's the context of the relationship?
I would say that like as you go on, you realize that she's not exactly what you'd hope she'd be. Maybe she doesn't give you enough attention, or maybe she's just like really just blowing you off. You can tell she doesn't want to spend time with you. You're just like, you know what? Forget this. I just want to dump you.
Oh, if she's blowing you off, why would you dump her?
Gabe's like, I actually get that.
Okay, maybe she stopped doing that, so now you got to get rid of her.
Okay.
But I would have to say, like, if you were dating somebody long enough to come to a really justifiable reason to dump them, I think you wouldn't be doing that like at dinner, would you think? I mean, you'd think this would be like after like 30 minutes of your first date, you'd be dumping it. I don't think so. Like, I think the reasons why I think the context would be like you just met. This was your first date, possibly even your second.
Okay.
Yeah, but what if she was really willing to touch your pee-pee though, like a lot?
But what if she like? But what if she had like?
You don't dump her.
Right?
I mean, like, what if you came in and like she had like 9 cats, 4 kids, and she had bad credit, and you found all that out
Or like date
on
number
the
3.
way up there because she couldn't shut her fucking mouth. Maybe she was that kind of girl. That'd be
Okay.
enough reason to dump her in the
Okay.
parking lot.
So, I think there's 2 ways you can go about this. If it depends on how you, what way you think of as in best way, I guess. Like, is it the, I guess the one that's like gonna cause them the least amount of pain, or the one that you just like get out scot-free?
Well, I'm assuming you're thinking selfishly already, not you in general, but like the man would be, or
Right.
the person would be. So I think it's going to be the most advantageous to them,
Okay.
the guy or whoever's doing.
Well,
the
like
dumping.
if they really piss you off, you could like throw them a surprise party. Like invite all your friends over and just be like, "Hey, fuck you."
We're not dating. This guy's like not only out for he's not here to hurt her, he's out for blood.
Like
He's
get
out for-
them a plaque or something.
Oh my gosh, that's brutal.
I mean, yeah.
Have you been thinking about this recently?
No,
Gotta
it
give
just
this some thought.
comes to mind. Just-
God.
I don't know.
How would you dump somebody?
I mean, like, if we were gonna do it in the context, I mean, I've only dated, I married the person I dated, so I don't really have a lot of experience. But if I had to like really fuck somebody over, because if I was gonna be mean about it, I would probably say, hey, you know what, we're gonna do a scavenger hunt, and you're gonna like lead them for like the put a lot of work into it, leading they think it's gonna be like an amazing romantic scavenger hunt, and then like all of a sudden like. They end with a picnic basket under a nice big beautiful oak tree, and you open it up and it's dinner for one, bitch. We're broke. I'm done. And then like
Damn.
and then they're like, oh, that would be really mean. That would be mean. But as far as the
Gabe's like writing shit down over here.
but instead I don't know, like just I don't know. If I was going to dump somebody, I'd probably just like, look, let's go out to eat. Let's have a great meal. I think this was fantastic, and I think this is kind of where it stops. But we ended on a really good dinner that I made her split the tab with. Gabe, what would you do?
Well,
Let me rephrase the question. What have you done?
I was going to say this is referring back to a true story.
They always do.
You don't say.
Well, it was a few years ago.
Here, speaking to the mic, Gabe.
Yeah, it was a few years ago. I went to go pick up this chick that I met on Tinder. Little dating app. Swipe left if you don't like her. Swipe right if you do.
Feel free to sponsor us, by the way.
And so I swiped right on this chick. She looked kind of cute. I was like, yeah, she looks cool. And then after you swipe and like this person, then they can send you a message. They have to like agree on it or whatever. So she sent a message back. I was like, oh shit.
It's called consent, Gabe.
Yeah, consent. I had something.
It
Yeah.
doesn't get that often, so you know
Yeah.
what it's called.
So no, I'm like, all right, cool. She messaged me back. I'm like, wow, this is a fucking shocker. Awesome. I can't wait to go on a fucking date. And I was like, oh, this chick's kind of cute. So I went on her Facebook and I was looking at her Facebook pictures. I was like, yeah, this is a legit chick. She looks good. I can't wait to go pick her up. Cool. So I go to pick her up and I go inside to meet her 2 friends. She comes to the door, much taller than expected.
Oh, cool.
Pictures always exaggerate. She was much broader.
Much broader.
Okay.
She was much broader. I don't know how women can take pictures of themselves and make themselves look good in a picture, but in person they look awful.
It's called a filter, Gabe.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of these fucking filters. But
He said broader.
Like she could fill a set of shoulder pads up.
yeah, but
She took up the whole door frame.
Like if she stands still for a long time, does a bird come and perch on her shoulder?
probably would. But no, so I was like, damn it. I was like, all right, what do I do from here? Like, shit. So I said, all right. Did we go over that in the first episode?
Go on it now. You're already on the tangent. Go for it, man.
But no, so
Is this all at the doorway?
yeah, this is the doorway. So I was like, all right, I met your friends. It's time to go. All right, here we go. Let's go to my apartment right quick so I can grab something. Then we'll go to my friend's house. All right, cool.
So the date was going to be like a group date, like at your friend's.
Yeah, we can go to
Gotcha.
a friend's house. Meet there. We'll all hang out together. Group setting. So it's not just awkward one-on-one.
Very true.
I don't like doing that.
Right.
That's cool. So it was on the way to the friend's house, and I get a beer out. I'm drinking the beer on the way there. And I'm
Did
like,
you
hey,
feel that was necessary at this point?
yeah.
By the way, WFPD, when he says he was drinking a beer on the way over there, he was a passenger.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Even though that's still not allowed. But go ahead.
It's a little
He
less
was getting
bad.
pulled in a radio flyer wagon.
so I was a little upset about the way that things were turning out. And I was like, you know what?
The way she turned out.
Yeah.
Don't say
Things. Whoa, were the beers bad too?
But no, so I get my wallet out and I give her a $5.
You tipped her?
And no, listen. Well, I did tip one.
She's one of the. Oh my
Stay
god.
with this one, though. Stay with this story.
I feel
Okay.
bad for what I'm about to do. There's $5.
All right, so I gave her a $5 bill, and I pulled into the gas station. I said, hey, please do me a favor. I don't want to go in there because I got beer in my breath. I've been drinking. They're not going to sell me this beer. She goes, okay, cool.
Oh my God!
Why is
So-
this getting?
So she takes my $5. She goes into the gas station.
Oh my God.
I'm like, all right.
Oh my
Fucking took off, but before I took off, I realized that her fucking purse
Ah!
was still in my car. So, but what I did was,
No. So at this point, she thinks she just got robbed.
yeah.
Oh my
But
God, Gabe.
okay, so
So you're the
Oh,
reason why
man.
like everyone's such afraid on Tinder.
She's probably thinking, Mercy was right. I got robbed. Tinder robbed me. You can't ever. Oh man.
So I took her purse, I threw it out next to the gas pumps,
Oh man.
and I drove off.
And they say chivalry is dead.
It's only happened
Wow.
once. I felt like a dick.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah,
You know, she's probably got like PTSD after that.
I'm sure she does. And this was
You
across
probably-
town from where she lived.
Oh
she
my
lived.
Oh my God.
She lived in Dog Patch, over there off of 30, of Dodge and Blonde
yeah.
and shit like that. And I dropped her off on Fairway.
Oh my.
So you
God.
left her there with a case of beer and all her stuff.
No, I left her with a 25-ounce can of beer, about $2, and no purse and no wallet, because apparently she never found her purse.
Gabe.
Yeah.
No, this is getting wow.
That's when I felt bad. Was the next day. She said, "Hey."
That's when you felt bad.
That's when I felt bad.
Wow.
I was
Okay.
like, "Fuck."
Wow.
So
Well-
yeah, I haven't done it.
Well, that's
That-
I'm glad isn't one of the saints called to get, and I'm just gonna one of the patron saints Gabe. I'm not just.
Holy balls. dude.
What we've established on today's episode is that Gabe is a garbage can of a human being
Jeez.
and a womanizer and just robs them.
No, he tried to give her purse back.
I was being nice. I gave it back, but someone else.
You
took
didn't
it.
give it back. You threw it by a gas pump.
Probably next to some guy who's like, well, thanks a lot. Good Lord.
You probably turned the lights off on her when she was using the bathroom in the Walmart one time too.
You know what? I could have done that to her.
You probably
No,
did.
you know what? I couldn't have because I left her there.
You've done this.
I could
You've
do
done
that
this
to the next
more
one.
than once.
What?
Drop some girl off somewhere and just take off.
He hesitated.
Well, I have another story, but that's gonna be for like another episode.
So is it a yes or a no?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm gonna take that.
I don't know.
Wow, Gabe.
Depends on what you mean by taking off.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Ouch.
I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's any coming back from that.
Yeah, you're going straight to hell.
Karma's a bitch.
In
I'm
the
gonna
Himalayas.
get mine one of these days.
You're gonna get left at the police station. Come get this dude.
Or she's gonna give you something you can't get rid of.
True.
You know the thing about it is like this is gonna go out on YouTube. This is gonna be out on every like podcast platform.
Yep.
She's gonna hear this episode.
I don't think she listens.
I'm sure somebody who knows is gonna tag her. Hey, they're talking about your ass on this episode.
Oh man.
I'm almost curious on what we're gonna title this one as.
Oh. It's just gonna be called "What the fuck is wrong with Gabe?"
That's awesome. All
Where
right,
did
well,
we go
I
wrong?
don't know if there's anywhere else to move after that.
No. Looks like Gabe's ready to move on.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like Gabe's ready to move on.
This just came out. I couldn't help it.
Yeah. And if you make him wait too long, he'll leave you at a gas station. With or without your ass.
Well, before Gabe drives this episode directly into the gutter, we want to thank our sponsors, especially Jansen at Developmental Works, for hooking us up with this sign back here. We appreciate it. We want to thank our Patreons
Yeah, thank you
for
very much.
donating money
Thank you.
to this futile cause.
Yeah.
We appreciate you more than you know. Everyone listening, we appreciate you guys. If you like what you hear, if you like this podcast, feel free to go on to our Patreon page. It is patreon.com / the Ill-Advised Podcast.
Yes.
You can commit to as little as $2 a month to help us out and bring you more content that you like, or I can't even look at you, man.
You're going to get to see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You can actually get to see scenes with Gabe dumping people out of the gas station.
We might have to do a
Maybe.
segment.
And they might even be alive when he does it. Who knows? But anyways, guys, be sure to follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Go to our Facebook page, like us there. And I think that's just about it for us.
Yeah.
About wraps her up.
All right.
Appreciate
All right,
it,
guys. We appreciate it. Y'all
Thank
have
you
a good
for tuning
night.
in.
Thank you.
Bye.
We love
Appreciate
you
it.
all.
Later, guys. Bye.